Hi everyone, KNWA and Fox 24 Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff in the Weather Center, gathering all the information, looking at the latest computer model forecast, and it does appear that a significant winter storm is likely for our area with multiple rounds. I'm going to break down those rounds here coming up in just a bit. But I took advantage of this beautiful day, lots of sunshine, warm weather, put up the lights on my house, and you don't want to be doing that in a couple of days. A drastic temperature and weather change in about 48 hours. Right now, our current temperature is beautiful in the lower 60s at the time of this recording, which was shortly after 4 o'clock. Notice those temperatures in the upper 60s in Benton County. It's just lovely. Tomorrow will be mild as well, but not the entire day. The cold air starts filtering in later on in the evening. Where is that cold front, you ask? It is just off to our north. In northern Kansas, let me tell you, this cold air mass is going to stick around for quite some time. So those of you that like it really cold and wintry, you're going to love the forecast by the end of the week and into the majority of next week. So that cold front already slicing through Denver, but not made it through Kansas City quite yet. So as we zoom out a little more, remember how cold it was with 20s and 30s up in Billings and Bismarck? Now it has dropped down into the lower teens, single digits coming very soon, and the cold air continues to filter into Canada as well with well below zero. This is a very cold air mass, and you combine the cold air, which is shallow and low to the ground, with a very strong developing persistent low pressure system that's off the coast. One thing I want to point out to you, if you're looking at this water vapor image, you will notice that there is the majority of this area of low pressure is off the coast of the United States. What that means is computer model forecast will have a difficult time discerning the exact progression of this system, how fast it moves through, how many waves come in, but it does appear that a major winter storm is headed for our area in northwest Arkansas and the River Valley Thursday through Sunday. The temperature track, we're going to show you the temperatures plunging throughout the day on Wednesday, but notice Wednesday afternoon, 60 degrees, still beautiful, but can you see the front in Wichita and Dodge City? I think so, and the cold air really gets a push into the area Wednesday night. Look at those temperatures at midnight, still above freezing in northwest Arkansas as that shallow cold air mass stalls out as it moves into the Ozarks, but does not stall out completely. It just slows it down a little bit. Notice the front making progression all the way through north central Texas. We will get cold starting Thursday morning in the upper 20s. That's when the precipitation will begin shortly after 7 o'clock in the morning. During the onslaught of a wintry mix, including freezing rain, sleet, and snow, temperatures will drop into the lower 20s. Will continue to fall into the mid-teens on Friday. Road problems will be likely. Travel problems will become slick and hazardous. Notice those temperatures Friday afternoon barely getting into the 20s. All right, so you saw the temperature progression. Let's show you the precipitation progression. Notice that cold air really slicing through. We're pausing it right here at about 9 o'clock. In the morning commute, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, at this time, the system will not be in quite yet. But by late morning, 9, 10, 11 o'clock, you'll notice a drastic change in that precipitation moving in. Once it develops, it's going to come down rather quickly. Notice Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning, lasting until 2 o'clock. We're continuing with that pink area over northwest Arkansas. That is sleet and freezing rain. The freezing rain area likely to be over Washington County, northern Crawford County, and you get up into northern sections of Benton County, mainly a sleet-snow mixture. So notice that system moving on out by Thursday night. So you're thinking, oh, that might be it. That's the end of the storm. Not so fast, as we have another wave coming through. Notice 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday. This will be most likely an all snow in Benton County, including all snow in Washington County by Friday night. But we'll still have some freezing rain potential happening in the River Valley. That system does move out, and then we get more light precipitation that moves in as we head into our Sunday. So here's the ice accumulation. To compare this with the ice storm of 2009, the ice accumulations amount don't look nearly as much. But keep in mind, this is just a computer model forecast, and the computer models didn't handle the amount of precipitation that fell in 2009 as well. Notice ice accumulation 3/10 of an inch in Fayetteville, a lot less in Benton County because the cold air is deeper at the surface. Will continue ticking away the time. We're talking about 3/500ths of an inch in Fayetteville with a little less amounts in Fort Smith. Now the ice accumulation really ramps up for Friday morning in northeastern Oklahoma. So travel problems all across the state, most likely the central and northern half of the state. As you head farther south, the freezing rain will continue to accumulate by Friday late afternoon. So snowfall, this is pretty impressive as well. Notice Thursday morning, not a whole lot of snow. It's all falling in Oklahoma. We work our way throughout Thursday late morning. We have snowfall beginning around 11 o'clock, already 1/1300ths of an inch in Rogers, nearly an inch in Grove. So it's going to pick up a little bit here by Thursday evening. Notice Fayetteville, though, only 1/1300ths of an inch of snow. That's because the majority of the precipitation in central Washington County, Springdale, Tawnytown, Fayetteville, Winslow, West Fork, all of those areas will be freezing rain most likely. Then Benton County, we're looking at sleet, possibly as much as an inch Thursday morning into the afternoon, combining to over an inch of snow. And then we move throughout Friday morning. Notice the precipitation amounts don't increase. But the second wave comes through. Remember I told you about that Friday late morning into the afternoon. Watch these totals begin to pile up. Over 2 inches at 4 o'clock in the morning. Piling up even more to over 4 inches in Grove. Nearly 4 inches in Rogers. And we tick away the time. And by the end of this weather system, we're talking widespread amounts over 3 inches of snow. So then we got another system that comes in on Sunday, Saturday night into early Sunday. That appears to be light, but it will be all snow. So we have 3 rounds of winter precipitation, if you will, Mother Nature's right jab, left cross, right uppercut. And the right uppercut, thankfully, won't be as bad, but that's just the third blast of winter precipitation. It's going to be light snow on Sunday, but temperatures are not going to warm up much. So we are expecting widespread and significant travel problems. Also the potential for power outages with a 1/4 inch of ice, possibly more in isolated locations. And we're also looking at heavy amounts of snow with temperatures not warming up above freezing, not even getting anywhere close, and then we fall into the single digits on Saturday morning. So Friday night into Saturday morning, it gets extremely cold. So make sure you prepare. Use this beautiful weather now for making your preparations for winter weather. As we are going to see it Thursday and into Friday and Saturday. It's going to be cold and then another round of precipitation on Sunday. Of course, the computer model forecast will change. The position and location of the freezing rain will change. How much snow we see will change. All of this is going to change, typical with winter weather forecasting woes. But that's the latest here from the Weather Center. You can always also get the latest with our newscast, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock on KNWA, and of course 5:30 and 9 o'clock on Fox. I'm going to save the voice so I'll be able to talk more tonight, and we'll see you then.